Describe for me what the roads are like.
Terrible. The roads are very terrible, and it's really mashing up the taxi.
When you say terrible, tell me what you mean.
Terrible, that means we have big ditches, big potholes in the road, where when you hit those potholes, it leak out your front end, mash up the ball joints them, and the bushings them.
The road is in a undrivable condition.
Normally, an owner will get like $80,000 from the car. You have to spend back $50,000 on front end, just front end. I'm not talking about tires and gas and all those other things. Front end, because you know, tire then, and you talk about the rack and pinion. Rack and pinion don't love bad road. And one rack and pinion can be even 100,000 for one of these cars.
Because of the condition of the road, I've lost a lot of members who come out of the business, surrendered their road license because them vehicle mash up and it's beyond repaired and all of that. That's what some of them say. They are not going to come back until when they see improvement on the road.
Who get money right now is the parts people them, because it mash up parts. Even bike, look at a bike and a bicycle. It can, if this road can mash up a bicycle. Me ride a bike and I have to buy shocks to bike front because of the road. It is bad.
Front end parts, shocks, tires, even burst up the body of the car. Right? Even the body itself of the car is burst. And when the body of the vehicle is burst, you know that is very dangerous.
When you say the body of the car burst, tell me what you mean.
Like the chassis, the inside the engine room where the shocks is bolt up, all those places can tear out.
What does it feel like when you're driving on the road?
I'll give you an example. The other day a teacher fell sick and I went and get her. She was having a back problem. I think it's somewhere in her spine. And I have to decide how to drive, because if I drive too fast, she's crying. And if I go too slow, then I can't get to the emergency on time. I don't know if she might die. I don't know what will happen. So I have to be using moderation to take her to the hospital from her work.
Just said how it feels. I don't know if you remember Coney Park days when you're driving into a bumper car, right? That is how it feels. When you put on 4 new shocks on your vehicle, I'm not running my car, doesn't run taxi. And when I put on 4 new shocks on my car, and within a week or 2, the 4 shocks them leak out. When me look underneath it, the shocks them a leak.
Commuters are complaining that they can't get to work or school because the taxi driver's not running.
I wouldn't say the taxi drivers is, because normally if the taxi driver even withdraw their service, you will still have some of them that do not want to withdraw their service, so they will work. But because of the road that being blocked, they cannot work, they can't move.
Even outside of the protest today though, the commuters saying it's fewer taxis on the road.
Yes.
What is happening?
Because red plate has been decreased. Because owners cannot maintain to keep a business, a repeat business out there. They surrender their road license, or some of them sell them cars, or they park the car.
You know people will surrender their license or sell the car or park the car?
I sell one of my car. I have to downsize. I downsize.
You sold one of your taxis?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can't maintain it. I have others to maintain and have to sell to spend on the others.
Because the cars have been damaged because of the condition of the road. A whole lot of the cars are in garage.
Tell me the problems you have with how the road construction is being done.
Very slow, because the road almost started 3 years ago. And to where they're at, still lane pipe, digging and lane pipe. What? I need a good reason why we are still there. Why the road haven't paved? Why we are still laying pipes?
They just go through and them dig up the whole of the road. Right? Them dig up the whole of the road, so the whole of the road is bad because of how them dig it up. They don't dig up like a mile and fix there and give you a good condition to drive on, and then they move on. They just dig up everywhere.
They dig up everything and they not do nothing. Then I do nothing on the road. Me travel straight. And then I do nothing on the road. No. Sometimes when the workers they go on the road and just sit like this. Them sit on the sidewalk. They not do nothing. The contractor, the workers, they not do nothing. The road need to take from the cobbler them and give back to the Chinese. And the Chinese them, because the black man them like with them, some of them are cobbler. They don't know nothing. They better go and dress make a school go learn. Because they can't fix it. They can't take a dress make a put to fix the road.
What do you think they should do differently in how they're doing the road?
One of the main problems is to maintain the road while you are working on it. So when there is rain and it create the potholes and the ditches, cover them with whatever river shingles or marl. When the road is dry like now, you're going to encounter a lot of dust, wet the road.
Tell me how it's affecting how you go about your business.
Okay, the reason why it affects us, especially me, as an Arkham Pegler small business woman, when I went to town on a Thursday, when me come back from town, me can't get for work the way me tired. Me have to just go all asleep, not even shower me can't take same time. Me have to just wash off my face and my hand and my foot and all asleep, and when me wake up, me go and take my shower. It affect me big time because me live a lethal. The way all the road bad, the people them, the taxi man them from Moran Bay withdraw from coming to lethal. That's the reason why we are block the road. Because they now come over direction and without the taxi man then coming here, we can't get to our destination.
Tell me how much longer it makes you traveling. Like how long it takes you the first time and how long it takes you now with the road state.
First time it takes us like 15 minutes from Lethal to Moran Bay. Now it takes all 3 hours before we reach. I come from Moran Bay from after 5. And when we reach a Lethal, it was after 8 in the night. To show you how long we have to sit down in traffic, the way all the roads stay. And then on the other hand, it's coming like say, the truck man them are sabotage us. Because what? With my knowledge, fixing the road, you can't fix the road when time we have a working day.
It's terrible every day. I am not a driver, taxi driver. But to drive from here to Morant Bay, it takes me like 2 hours, 1.5 hours, 45, yeah, to reach Morant Bay. And that tired me to reach home back.
Tell me what takes so long?
The vehicle, the road.
And it normally takes how long before all of this?
15 minutes.
So why is it not
15 minutes from Port Morant because the road is bad. You can see it's just holes. Digging, and there is no flat surface for you to ride on. And that is very bad. For me, it is very bad.
Hard miss, because they don't have no taxi to go nowhere. No taxi to go to Morant Bay. Taxi now run from Morant Bay come a Lethal.
I was having a problem last term about the buses, the transportation. When him to come to school, so my time all 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, him just get bus from Port Antonio to reach. So my time when him reach up here is 12 o'clock, lunchtime and them stuff. And to reach back home, when he did reach, and to reach back home, so my time all 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock he out here. Same way don't get any drive, so my time is Miss Facey have to help them to get on a drive, reach even Long Bay. And from Long Bay, them get a next taxi to Port Antonio. And so my time when him reach to Port Antonio and to reach up in Cornwall Barracks, difficult. So my time I have to charter a taxi and stuff. But him father have a car, but his father he's not here most of the time because so he work out.
He might leave home what time in the morning?
5 o'clock in the morning.
And reach home what time?
So my time all 12 o'clock.
Tell us how that affect him.
Very bad because the next morning him tell me, I'm tired, I don't feel like to go to school because I'm tired. But me say, he has to go. And so my time, him reach Port Antonio, all me tell him to go and reach Port Antonio, end up have to turn back because him can't get any drive. But from the last time we spoke, and Miss Facey, I don't know how, but them get some bus and so forth, and he never so bad. But I don't know about this term.
We face several challenges owing to the construction that is taking place, where teachers came to school late, students were late. On many occasions, students did not show up for school, and the end result was where we saw a number of our students did not do as well as they could have done academically. We have also lost a number of students owing to the poor condition of the roads and the difficulties they face throughout the term.
I know you had trouble with students just not being able to get home until very, very late. Tell us how bad that got.
That situation was really very bad, where I had students still in the surroundings up to 8 o'clock and even later on some days. So it was really very bad until we made our cry known through the media, and we got some assistance from the Ministry of Education, and we got some amount of help there, and it helped to boost the situation where we were now able to transport some of our students out of here in a more timely manner.
So to be clear, that was because they were here this late. Why?
Because they could not get anything to go home. There were no buses on the road.
Because of the road conditions?
Yes, a number of the operators withdrew their services from the area. We're still experiencing that situation right now, where the buses were removed and replaced with the 7-seaters, and that cannot assist us getting our students to and from school.
So tell us the problems with the road. What them do to the road?
The road now, them dig up the road and all sort of stuff, and the road is very bumpy. But right now, some section of the road kind of fixed, you know, about from Long Bay to about Manchineel. But the rest side from where it starts, go back to Port Antonio is very difficult.
So there's still problems getting taxi?
Yes, some of the time. Yes, some of the time, but for now, through some of the part of the road, the bus them kind of run little, but them still have a difficult problem from down below to Port Antonio come up to Long Bay. As I there, so the road start from come to about Manchineel. Yeah, so. And from you pass Manchineel coming this side, the road bumpy same way. So when them come, them turn right there, and when it reach certain hours in the evening, like these hours, it's difficult to get drive go back.